Well, you are waiting for this opportunity for a long time because ULTY was kind of going up and it was start getting too expensive. But now we have seen ULTY within this past week going down, and at one point it went down all the way to like $5.50, I believe. Then it went back to over $6 and it was at $6.09 yesterday. Then crashed back to $6.04. I put some order to buy at $6 because I really wanted to stay at this price. But fortunately, it went up again. So in today's video, we're going to look how much you need to invest in ULTY to be able to retire today. And the other portion of this video, we're going to look at how much you need to invest today to retire within 5-year period. But I'd like to mention that both ways are just estimated from the numbers that we have today. There's no guarantee that you are going to make this type of income. So let's start. Hello, passive income investors. This is Think Passive, your eyes and ears on passive income investing. For people who haven't caught up with ULTY, this is one of the most popular yieldmax ETFs, and it has accumulated a lot of money and assets, and right now is closer to almost 3 billion. 52-week range, which is about a year, is between $5.23 to $11.61. For the past about 6 months, I would say the price has literally just stabilized at $6. So this is a really good sign for people who want to invest their money and see their money doesn't decay, but generate more income from their investment. I really like where ULTY it is right now, and frankly I really do not want to see the price hike more than what it is today, because I'm buying a cheaper price and then I can get more shares and I can get more distributions. First, we'll start with yieldmax distribution announcement for Group A, which they announced about a couple of days ago. Unfortunately, I'm on vacation right now and I didn't have time to keep you guys updated, but I felt it's very important for me to at least make this video. I'm not on my home studio today. So they're going to pay LIFT 44 cents, qdte 27 cents, rdte 24 cents, sdte 20 cents, ULTY 10 cents as usual, YMAG 8 cents, ymax 15 cents, brkc 6 cents, crash 19 cents, FIT $1.36, GUI 45 cents, ORK 38 cents, RBLY. This is a brand new ETF that came out just about a week ago. It's going to be on a Group A and it hasn't paid a distribution. They are going to pay distribution after like 4 weeks. Snowy will pay 46 cents. Tesla will pay 30 cents. TSMY 95 cents. Shomo 23 cents. Ybit 54 cents. The highest yield for this week distribution was ULTY at 85%. Very impressive. When it comes to ROC, which is return of capital or return on capital, most of them, they're just combination of 0 to like 84%. This is something that, as I mentioned, you shouldn't pay too much attention to it because this is all about accounting rather than actual return on capital. Okay, X date and record date is today. So if you don't own any of these ETF as of today, then you're not going to receive distribution. But if you want to receive next week's distribution, make sure you buy before next Wednesday. Then you'll be on a record for next Thursday and you'll get paid on Friday next week. And payment date for this week is going to be 8th of August for people who own any of these ETFs before today. And I have one more update on distributions. I saw this on Twitter, yieldmax ETFs Twitter. Do you know that the following yieldmax ETFs are scheduled to make 2 distributions in August? So as we know, yieldmax pays monthly, but if you look at it within a year, they pay like 13 times. But to simplify things, I always say they pay monthly, but in reality, they pay every 4 weeks. So there's extra one payment. For this month of August, certain ETFs are going to do just that. And these ETFs are AIOI, MZY, Apply, DSO, MSTY, SMCY, Winter, XYZY, YQQQ. And these ETFs are in Group D. So we can see here they paid August 1st, and the second distribution is going to be announced on August 27th, and record date August 28, payment date August 29. So you'll be receiving twice within this month. So very, very good news for people who own any of these ETFs in Group D, and especially people who own MSTY. Now let's go back to ULTY. ULTY net asset as of today, 2.90 billion. So it's almost reaching 3 billion. Very impressive. People are buying this ETF like crazy. Just last week I made video, it was only like a 2.5. Now it's fast approaching 3 billion. By tomorrow, this will be almost 3 billion, guys. Very crazy how this ETF is growing. This will be the second yieldmax ETFs in pertains to net asset behind MSTY. As for MSTY, right now is at 5.67 billion, but ULTY is really fast approaching. Remember, it was less than 1 billion just a few months ago. Now let's look at our final numbers. This is an income guidance on how you can actually invest on ULTY today and retire, or you can invest and let your money grow. Within a few years, you'll be able to retire. But I want to emphasize again, this is just a guidance and estimate based on the numbers that we have. There's no guarantee that you're going to receive or generate this type of income. ULTY current price is 604. Average distribution has paid about 10 cents. That's going to give you annual yield of 89.11%. Very high yield. I mean, it's not as MSTY, because we know MSTY is over like 120 to 150. But for 89% with your no-NAV erosion ETF, that's a pretty impressive. So you want to see, if you invested a certain amount of money, how much you're going to get from this yield. We'll start with 10,000 to 50,000. You can see if you invested $10,000, you're going to generate about 8,006 or 9 per year. If you invested 50,000, you're going to generate about 43,000 per year. So we can see here, if you're making 43,000 a year and you live in very, very small rural area, you'll be able to just retire with this one. I mean, of course, if you receive other type of income. But now let's go up a little bit from 75 to 100,000. That's going to give you between 64,570 to $86,000. So if you invested $100,000 today on ULTY, generate that income, and given that they're going to pay the same distribution of 10 cents per share on average, then you're going to make 86,000 per year. This is quite a bit of an income that you can literally retire in a lot of places in the United States or Canada or Europe. Now let's look at even more numbers. So if you put like between 150 to 250, that's going to give you insane amount of money between 129 to 215. So we can stop right there. If you make 250, that's the amount of money you can retire anywhere in the United States, including Hawaii. So that's it, guys. From 50,000 to 250, you can see where you are at on this bracket, and you can invest accordingly, and that will give you this amount of income, which for most people will be enough income to do anything. But now if you want to go even further, at 300,000, you're going to 258, at 400,000, at 344, at 500,000, you're going to make a 430. That's it. But I know in reality, a lot of people don't have this type of money. For most people, they might just have like a $10,000. So we're looking at only $10,000 to invest today, and you're planning to retire within 5 to 6 years. We're going to look at other metric that you can use. So we're going to start with $10,000, put down as initial investment. We are putting annual interest, which is annual yield of 89%, based on the current yield of 10 cents per share on average, compounding weekly because ULTY pays weekly. The number of months we put in here is 72 months, which is equal to 6 years. At the end of 6 years, your portfolio is going to be at over 2 million. This is an investment plus dividend. So all these numbers, assuming that ULTY price will stay at 604 and the distributions that you're receiving will remain at 10 cents per share on average. But of course, this number can change if the price of ULTY goes down or goes up. So we'll go up, of course, if it goes up, and this number will come down if ULTY distributions or ULTY price goes down. So this is how you can actually invest in ULTY and retire today, or you can retire within just 6 years. And that's how much you're going to need. I just want to make this video to keep you an update on ULTY price of today and how much you can invest to retire. And also, I want to touch base on a few ETFs that they're going to pay twice this month of August. And also we look at Group A distribution announcement for this week. So guys, that's all I have for today. Again, guys, this video is meant as guidance and financial education. Is not meant as financial advice. I'm not encouraging you to buy ULTY or any of YieldMax or Round Hill ETFs. So if you find value in this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel in order for you to receive more updates. And please share with someone you think this video might help. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next video. Bye bye.